Today we are finally continuing the veggie coloring stream. It's been just about 2 months, which is wild, but I'm finally back at it, and I'm excited to continue. In the recent stream, there were a few veggies that I had no idea what they even were, but I did look it up and I labeled each and every one that I was not familiar with, and I actually did know all the vegetables. It's just very hard to actually decipher what they are. Like, I thought that was an ear of corn, but no. That actually might be. We might have one ear of corn, but everything else I do know what it is. So, I was just thinking that we would get started and fill in the rest of the little pieces of garlic. There were one there, a few little ones there, so I'm just gonna get started. I'm just gonna get going in with a purple tone. This will be good for creating shadows and adding more of a cool tone underneath what will then be the garlic, which is mostly yellow. I'm then going to go in with yellow, just in the center where the highlight would be. Not going too heavy. I don't want to push my colors just yet. I still want to be able to blend them around. Then I'm going to go in with a tan color. And this is one you can really start to push your colors now. This is the final layer. I do have one of these little blending tools here that I like to use, especially for blending shadows and whatnot. But first, let me throw up a poll. Let's do you like veggies? Yes or no? Okay. The poll is live. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna go in and do some yellow on this one here now. And then go back in with the tan. Sorry if there's a glare with the lamp there. I think next, let's just get started on the green onion here. I'm gonna go in with some yellow. I know this part is mostly white, but there is more of like an off-white yellowy tone. I believe these are all a part of the green onion. It's very hard to tell on this drawing. And then I'll slowly bring it down so it can blend into the green. And then making sure to keep that part white because that really doesn't have any yellow at all. I'm going to go in with this almost minty color, very lightly. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I hope everyone is having a terrific Tuesday. And then before we go in with more of a darker green, I'm going to add some purple just into these lines right here to give some contrast, but also to make more of like a shadow look. Not too much though. I just like to put it around where the other vegetables are, so it looks like there is some depth and shadow, so it's not a completely flat picture. Okay, looking good. Now I will go in. I have this, it's called Greener Pastures. It's almost like a foresty green, more cool tone. And I'm going to go right on top of the purple. I'm just kind of blending that all together. And I know there's a lot of green going on here. Once I finish up this green onion, I will go back and add some more red tones to the artichoke and then more purple to the lettuce. Because right now it's kind of all blending together. But I think I'm going to wait to do that until the very end, just so I can really see what vegetables need what. Now I'm really going to start pushing my colors, now that everything is all nice and blended in. I'm going to go back in with this minty shade and kind of blend it in up at top and lightly diffusing up into the white. and then leaving the very bottom all white because that is where the roots are. And if you are brand new to my channel, or if you have not seen my most recent video, I did a plant tour, and I actually just started growing some green onion. We had some that we bought from the store, and there was like that much left, and so I just stuck the root pit in water. We only did that just yesterday, so I do have high hopes. Vegetables love their water, and I'm excited to see this grow. I am going to add a little bit more yellow just in this portion right here to blend that green into the white. I'm doing just a little bit of, doing just a little bit of yellow to blend upwards, but not the whole thing. And then I do have this dark forest green. I'm going to do that right where I added that purple in the beginning to really make this contrast pop. I think that looks very good. I'm gonna do this head of lettuce right here because it's very similar to that. It looks like I started off with a little bit of red, but it's mostly purple in there. I'm gonna do that right along the leaf stems, or what are these called? Lines on the leaves? Just a little bit for a pop of color. I'm just assuming this is like romaine lettuce, maybe? See, I don't even know what that is. Maybe more green onion, I think, so I'm gonna try to not color that. Then I'm going to go in with purple, going right on top of that very lightly to kind of blend that in and just cool all the color down. Making sure to avoid the green onion that I accidentally colored over, but it's a-okay. I'll figure it out. Okay. Looks like there was more of a warm tone green in here, so I'm going to be using, this says jade green, mostly on the outer portions of the leaf. Again, going very lightly. I don't want to push my colors just yet. it looks like I missed a garlic clove. I'm probably missing 12 more throughout here. But they don't really pop out unless you start coloring everything else around it. Okay, looking very colorful. I think it is time to go in with some dark green. I'm not going to push this just yet, but only around the outer corner or outer edge. And then I will go back in over those red and purple areas to further blend those in. And then with this very dark green, going back over all those lines. And the outer edges. Gosh, I keep accidentally going over the green onion. I'm just going to do that next to get it out of the way. You're just making those outer leaves really dark green. Looking good. Okay. Looking good. Hello, hello. Welcome. Okay. I think we're all good with that lettuce. I'm going to go back in with the green onion and basically do what I did here. So, thank you. I do too. I love to color, but I haven't done this coloring page specifically in over 2 months now. I just took a very long break to do some other streams, but now I'm back in the coloring game. I'm trying to figure out these weird areas here. I'm assuming that's all a part of the green onion. I'm just gonna color it a part of the green onion. I really do not know. Going in very light with the yellow. And then taking the mint green, and how I did here, I started blending in the yellow with more of a mossy forest green. So I'm going to do that here. And this is already blending into the broccoli, so I'm going to go back in with the broccoli as well and make that more of a warm-toned forest green. Let me see if I can try to erase that bit of red that I got on the end there. Let's see. I don't think that will do anything, but maybe? I don't know. Okay, good enough. Okay. I'm gonna go in with some purple, like I did here, just to add some shadow and dimension. And I also like to do this if any of the veggies are layered, so it doesn't look like such a flat photo. Just kind of outlining the broccoli head and blending it outwards. Might as well make that darker for the shadow, and then blend that down. Then I'm going to go in with, what is this? Greener Pastures. I'm kind of blending that all together. Thank you so much. That means a whole lot. I've really been trying to take my time with this one and trying to get all the tones correct, and I'm pretty proud of it, so thank you very much. It's just a whole lot of layering and patience, and I do have reference photos, so that does help a lot. I feel like that one was really popping because of the yellow, so I'm going to go back in. This is more of a golden sunflower yellow. Just at the tops here to add a pop of color. And then at the bottom there too, just a bit. And then I have my dark green here. I'm just going to go in where the shadows would be. Not too much though, just to blend in the purple and then diffuse it outwards. And then down here, blend that down. That's looking pretty good. I think I will add even more yellow though, because, oh yeah, there we go. There we go, just a little. And then I will go back into the broccoli and make that pop. I'm gonna do just a hint of mahogany just to warm it up a bit and then kind of make those shadows pop, or the textured areas I should say. And then just a little bit throughout the broccoli head, just for a little bit of difference in green tone, because there are so many green veggies around here. And then just in the highlights, I'm going to add a bit of that mint color, just a little bit though. And then not too much on the stalk. go in with jade green on the stalk, just to add some warmth to that. There we go, that's more of a broccoli color. And then going in with my dark green here, I'm just going to go over those textured areas, basically all those little tiny lines, and then wherever these bigger lines are as well, for more depth. And then all along the outer edge. And I'm really pushing this color. Looking very good. Okay. I think I'm gonna go in with the slightest bit of, there's no name on this, this is almost like a teal, dark navy teal. Just going in those same areas to deepen the color. And then back in with jade green. Just going to go over the entire thing, kind of blending it all together and adding back all the warmth. Okay, I think I am going to add some yellow to the stalk, make it a bit more warm tone, and also so it doesn't blend in so much with the green onion that's behind it. And this will also make the red tones pop that I put in for the shadows. There we go. Looking good. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish that last clove of garlic. Going in with mauve, just along the lines there, and then kind of outlining the other vegetables for a bit of a shadow. Not too much at all though, and then going in with yellow to highlight and blending it into the purple. And then tan, and I'm going to go over the entire thing, blending it all together. my blending is not the best, but that's why I do have this. So let's put it to the test. This is basically just rolled up paper, almost like a cardstock paper. And you can use this to blend together your colored pencils. Obviously this works better with better quality colored pencils, as those are more easy to blend. I'm using about 5 different brands of colored pencils right now, so whatever happens, happens. I think it's working pretty okay. Good enough for now. Okay. I think I'm gonna go back in. This garlic is just not looking good. So I think I'm gonna put that off for now. What is that little leaf sprig? Like, what even is that? What is that from? I don't know either. Anyways, okay. Let's do something that I do know, which is red onion. I'm gonna pull out, we have Oh So Red, Mahogany, and more of a purpley, or reddish purple, it's Mauve. And then let's do Violet as well. I'm going to start with Violet just to get all of the shadows ready and everything. I'm just looking at my reference photo to the side here. The center is pretty much white. Just a little bit of this cool tone purple. I'm just going along all of those lines there, very lightly. And then I'm going to go back over with Mauve. I'm doing that mostly here and then going outwards. I don't want to put too much in the center, as that is mostly white. And then trying to stay on the lines here, going very lightly. And then I'll go in with Mahogany, starting on the outer line, and then I'll work my way in. And then finally with Oh So Red, I'm really going to define the outer lines. I feel like I need almost like a magenta shade, which I do not have, unfortunately. This is, oh, that literally says magenta. Never mind. Okay, well that would be perfect. I'm just gonna go over those red lines and then kind of start blending the outer portions together. Okay, yes, this needed magenta. Perfect. And just filling in the outer 2 or 3 portions with magenta, and then just doing the rest with lines. Kind of blending it outwards, but not too much. Oops. Oh well. And then I'll just define some of those lines. Fill that in a bit. I'm liking this. It looks good. Okay. Might do a little. Okay. We had another onion up there. That one is not sliced. So this one is going to have a lot of magenta and a lot of red. But I'm still going to do a little bit of purple to start off. And just going along those lines there. And again, kind of outlining the other veggies to give a shadow. And this will be a really good contrast against the orange pepper. Then I'll just kind of blend that outwards a bit so it isn't such a harsh line. If you go outside the coloring page, who cares? So this does have a little sprig. The photo that I'm looking at, they're just a couple of red onions, so I guess I'll do a little green at the end. I'll do some yellow now to remind me. Then I'm going to go in with mauve and going over that just to add warmth and blend that together. I think I'm gonna do, I'll just do a little bit of mahogany. Really focusing it in on the lines there and all the detailed areas. And then I will go in with magenta and lightly blend everything together and fill in the middle sections. I'm going to start to push the mahogany and really get some color out of that, make those lines pop. And then I will go in with magenta, basically just filling in those middle sections, adding in some color. This is feeling quite cool tone, so I'm going to go back in with mahogany and define those lines again. And adding back in any shadow that we lost. And then let's do jade green, just a little over all that yellow that I did, and then going in with dark green just at the beginning and blending that up. Okay, looking pretty good. Now, I think these are potatoes or yams, sweet potatoes, I don't know. But for the sake of keeping the colors cohesive and everything, I'm going to do what I did with this potato here. Basically, once again, using purple for the shadows, going in with more of a tan brown, and then yellow to blend it all together. Now, this is definitely a potato. That might be, I don't quite know. And then this, this photo is very confusing, and I studied it, and I wrote down everything that I did not know, but I still don't even know what this stuff is, so I don't know. Let's just get to work on this potato. And they didn't even put the texture behind the broccoli either, so I'm just gonna imagine that that is still a potato. Very lightly going in with mauve. And again, outlining the vegetable. I'm just really confused. Is this like a skinny potato? It really doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm just gonna make a skinny potato, I guess. It's probably meant to be a sweet potato, but I've never seen a sweet potato that skinny. Maybe it's more of a yam. I don't know. Maybe I'll make this one more orange tone than this potato. I'm just gonna put it behind there, I guess. And then I'm gonna go in just a little bit of brown, very lightly, kind of outlining around the vegetables. And going along those lines for detail. I'm going to start to add in more warm tones, so let's do a bit of mahogany. And then I will go in with orange. Not a ton, because obviously there are an orange tomato and an orange pepper around there. I might add some red into that tomato. Just a little. I know there are orange tomatoes, but I feel like this photo really needs more of a pop of red, especially with all the green. And then I feel like I really lost those shadows, so I'm going to go just around the broccoli there with a little bit of red. And then again on those detailed areas. Then going in with yellow on top of the entire potato. And I'm really glad I added that red in, because all the detail and shadows just got lost. Okay, I'm gonna go in with red and then kind of outline the tomato and then go in where the shadows would be. Just for a little pop of red. I'm not going to do the entire thing. Then I'm going to go in with my little blending tool here and just kind of melt that all together. And now, okay, the tomato was one of the very first veggies that I colored, and I'm just not really happy with it, so I think I'm going to add just a dash of orange to the outside where the skin would be showing. I just feel like it really lost its color, so hopefully this will make it pop. I feel like that already looks a whole lot better. And kind of adding a hint of orange throughout there just to blend it all together. Okay, that looks so much better. Next, I think I'm going to add more yellow to that potato. Just a little. Or yam, whatever this is gonna be, I don't know. Okay, that looks good. There are some random little leaves, so I guess I'm gonna do what I did with the romaine lettuce and kind of make it more of a purpley leaf. Let's do violet. I don't even know what these little leaves could be, but they're becoming romaine lettuce today. And going in with Oh So Red. Going right in the center on those detail lines. And then a little bit of jade green, just to kind of blend those two together. And then finally, going back over the detail lines and then kind of outlining the lettuce with a dark green. And then I'll probably go back in with more jade green just to blend this all together. Actually, I'll use Greener Pastures. It's kind of an in-between of moss green and forest green, but more of a cool tone. they're looking questionable. Okay. See, we also have a little tiny leaf there. Again, I have no idea what that could be. It looks much different than the romaine leaves. I don't know. And then it looks like we have some up there as well, so I might as well do that. A little bit of red. I'll just fill in that whole space behind there. Why not? I have no idea what that could even be. And then go in with violet right on top and on those lines. Filling in the spaces behind the pepper and onion. Going in with moss green very lightly to blend those together. Then with dark green going over all those detail lines. I don't want to do too much to take away from the vegetables that are actually visible, but I still do want a pop of color. I think I'll add a bit more of a red. And then go back in with that greener pastures color. Okay, looking good. I truly do not know how to move forward with these random things. Like that maybe looks like lettuce, like spinach maybe? Maybe? I don't know. This is definitely spinach and I am gonna go over this again because I'm not happy with it. So I'm gonna do just a light wash of yellow to warm it up. I went too heavy with the teal blue. Again, this was one of the first veggies that I started coloring, and I just kind of went ham, and I should have taken my time. But I'm gonna try and warm this up a bit. And then using this dark green to go along the lines for detail and depth. And the artichokes now look like they're pastel. So I'm going to go in with the same dark green, just kind of outlining the leaves a bit. And then I will go back in with a moss green to fill in the leaves and then to blend that into more of a purpley mauve red tone color. I want to keep these more of a red color, so maybe I'll do like a brick red. That already looks a whole lot better. And I'm also going to do the same over here. just kind of outlining the leaves and those textured areas. Then I will start with mahogany. I was doing this on the lower portion of the leaves, and then the tips are more of a purpley red. And then the same over here. Going in with moss green all over the leaves. Blending in that dark green. Same over here. Then I will go in with mauve because it's more of a warm tone purple. And then just doing that at the very tips of the leaves, mostly in the center. And again over here. Okay. I think next I will do, we have bok choy there. I think that was the only one, maybe? That might be a giant bok choy. I don't know. But let's just get started. It honestly looks like an ear of corn, but it's also bok choy. I don't know. So should I make this corn or bok choy? I don't know, but I guess for now I'll move that up, and then I will get started on the green onion. Doing the same thing that I did over here, just starting out with some yellow. Not pushing very hard at all. Just getting a nice wash of yellow and blending that down so it can blend into the green. I don't know what that is. I don't know, maybe more broccoli? I don't know. But I'll blend that down. Maybe I'll just make that broccoli right now, just to get it over with. So I'll also make that yellow. Then my dark green, going over the lines. Then my moss green, going over the whole thing. I'll add just a dash of purple for some contrast. Then back in with the moss green. And then finally back in with the dark green. Just going back over those lines and kind of blending everything together. Okay. Now let's get back to the green onion. I'm going to be using a minty color, very lightly. Just kind of blending that down. Not going all the way to the ends because that is where it is actually completely white. So just kind of blending that all together. And then blending that back one. Can't forget it. Now I think I'm going to go in with some violet purple very lightly. I'm just going to go along those detail areas and then in between each of the stalks to create more of a shadow. And then kind of outlining any other vegetables that are surrounding it to, again, give more of a shadow. Then I will go in with a moss green and I'll begin to blend all of this together. And I'm not pushing very hard at all, just enough to get some color and kind of blend together all the existing tones. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with my dark green, not doing a lot at all, just going over those detail areas and then really defining the shadows. Then I'm going to go in with greener pastures and once again blend that all together. And I will go in with my paper blending pencil. I'm going to add just a bit of yellow at the very ends here. And then going in with my paper blending pencil just at the ends there. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. I think, oh, we do have another onion there, so let me just do that and get it out of the way. I'm trying to study all the other little leaves and whatnot, and I don't even know how to color them. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll do the bok choy. Because that is mostly just, yeah, that's very simple. Okay, so I'm going to start with the tiniest bit of yellow. It's basically all white at the bottom, a little bit of yellow, then kind of like a minty grass green, I'd say. And then the leaves, which are not visible, are more of a dark kind of spinach color. I'm really not happy with the spinach. Maybe it needs this might sound odd, but just a pop of red. Just a little bit. I've already applied so much color, and I've already pushed way too hard with the first set of colors on the spinach that it's like nothing is really showing anymore. Like no new color. So I just gotta slowly work it in. I just added way too much teal, and I should have had a lighter hand. I feel like this is helping though. Kind of toning down that teal, bringing more of a darker tone to it now. It still needs more of like a warm forest green. Anyways, let's just get started on the bok choy. A little bit of yellow. I'm just going to start from the top here so I can fan it down. Doing a very light hand. Then, what is this? Does not have a name. It looks kind of violet-like, maybe. I'm going to do that just for a little shadow and depth. But this is also cool tone, so I don't mind blending it down a bit more into the white. Just not a lot at all. Then I will go in with more of a minty shade, basically just going over all of that. Then I'll go in with more of a warmer green just at the very top there, kind of blending it down. Then I'm going to go in with that same violet and kind of just define those shadows a bit more. Especially on the outer edge. Make it look more three-dimensional. Okay. We have bok choy. I guess now I will do that onion. Basically gonna do the same that I did with this. So let me grab those colors. Mahogany, red, mauve. Then we did a little bit of violet. So, just starting with violet on the lines there, going very lightly, kind of fanning that out. It's always difficult at the center because obviously the paper curves in. Then I will go in with mauve, going right on top of that. This is more of a warm tone, which will help us go in with the mahogany. And going in with mahogany once again, right on top of those lines, but now I'm really pushing the color. Sorry, I had to change the song, it was really annoying. I have a lo-fi playlist going in the background, and half the songs are extremely quiet, and then the other songs are very, like, obnoxiously loud. So, you might only be hearing like half the songs, so I apologize, but just for a little background ambiance. Then I will go in with red and really just define those lines. And then magenta. Not going too hard with this, but just enough to blend everything together and give a little pop of pink. And I'm going to go back in with violet on the outer edge for more depth. And then we also have a little sprig at the top. So I'm going to do yellow all around, do a lighter green at the top, and then go in with dark green and kind of blend that all together. Perfect. Okay. What is that? What is that? I don't even know. I don't know how to color those. So like up there in the corner, what is that? Is that a part of the bok choy / corn on the cob? I don't know. I guess for now we will do lettuce. I'm gonna start with some yellow. Just on the outer portion of the leaf. And is that also lettuce behind it? I don't know, but now it is. Doing this minty shade just along the lining here, very lightly. Then again on this leaf. And then I will go in with that cool tone violet and start adding in my shadows. Going around the vegetables that are on top to create a shadow. And at the bottom here, I'll do it along these little, I don't know the anatomy of lettuce, but these little lines here. Do more at the bottom, because that is all a shadow. Then I think I'll go in with just a dash of mahogany in the places where the shadows are very prominent. And then I will go in with jade green. I don't want to make this middle portion that I'm coloring right now too dark or too vibrant. I just want a hint of color. I'm going to go in with this warmer tone yellow. Then going in with greener pastures, I'm going to start blending and defining around these little the lines here on the leaf. I don't even know if you can hear the song right now, but this is not lo-fi. Like, I guess it is, but whatever. As long as it's copyright free. I think I'm going to take my dark green now and start really defining these little sections here. gonna go in with a jade green, blending all of that together on the leaf. Gonna add just a dash of yellow to the lettuce. I feel like it needs more of a cool tone, so I'm going to go back in with violet blue. I feel like it definitely needs some blue, just a little bit. And then defining the shadow. Then I'll go in with my little blending pencil thing. And I think after this, I'm going to call it quits on the stream. Just on the stream today. We got a whole lot done, and I'm so glad that we were able to kind of reduce some of these, especially that tomato and whatnot, you know? Next time we go in, I will definitely know what these vegetables are. I will identify them. I'm gonna fix up that garlic because I'm really not happy with it. And then we have a few random leaves and whatnot to fill in. A little sprig. I don't even know. So once we do that, we can fill in all the awkward spaces behind. I don't know with what color. Maybe blue. That will really make it pop. Like more of a lighter blue, like sky blue or teal. I don't know. But yeah. And I think I'm also going to touch up the radishes as well. They're looking kind of flat. But overall, I'm so very happy with this, and I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a terrific Tuesday. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and be kind to the planet. And please make sure to visit the links in my bio, in the description as well. And yeah, have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will see you on my Friday stream. I think that I'm going to do a little haul, a little unboxing and whatnot, because I just recently went shopping, but I also got some stuff in the mail, so I just love to show that off. So you can join me this upcoming Friday, the 20th? Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, Friday the 20th, and we'll do a little unboxing, a little haul. And yeah, I hope to see you there. If not, I will have a new video. I'm probably going to post that tonight or early tomorrow morning. But I'll put a poll up on my community tab if you want to vote for what time it premieres. But yeah, I hope to see you there and on Friday's live stream. Or if not, I'll see you next Tuesday for another relaxing stream like this. And happy holidays, everyone. And I hope you all have a very happy new year. And I will see you then. Bye.